friends, and welcome to So Let's Be Friends, where we talk about friendship, inclusion, and celebrating everyone for who they are. I am Charlotte, and today is so special because I'm so excited to introduce the Sandoval family. They show what real love, hard work, and inclusion looks like every single day. Their daughter is an amazing young woman who lives with seizures. Mackenzie is incredible. She works at Little Caesars. She's not just part of her community, contributing to it. And her parents and brothers are the kindest and most supportive people you ever meet. They give their time to Special Olympics, unified to help others, and most of all, they show up for each other. I cannot wait for you to hear their story. Let's begin. Can you tell us a little bit about your family and what makes you unique?
Sure, Charlotte, we can. So I'm Mom. I'm Rhiannon. This
Art.
is Dad.
Mackenzie.
Marlon Jr.
Andre.
Charlie.
And we're missing a few. So we have 3 more to our family as well. So 6 boys and 1 princess. She's always been the pretty princess. I think what makes us unique is that we just all love each other so much. Yeah.
That's huge, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's huge.
They do lots of fun family events together. We love to see all the pictures.
What are some things your family loves to do together?
Oh my goodness, we do so much together.
Fishing.
Camping.
Yeah.
Sports.
Football.
Like to go to the park and play basketball, football games. We're kind of a sports camping outdoorsy family, but we also like to just have a good family movie night. Get lots of junk food and eat ice cream out of the big bowl together. We've done that since they were little. No bowls needed, just 9 spoons.
I love that.
Me too. What does inclusion mean to your family?
That's just including everyone, and not being afraid to go up to someone and inviting them to whatever you're doing. It takes a lot of confidence, which I didn't have at first, but
It does. It's scary, not knowing what other people can or can't do, but allowing them the opportunity to keep them included.
Well, if you don't mind, sorry, I didn't mean to. Anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit about Marlon Jr. a little bit. I love his example of inclusion. He's always taken Mackenzie and Charlotte to fun activities, and he picks them up and they just have a good time together. Neither one of them can drive, but he can, and he makes sure they're included and doesn't get them left out. And even when Charlotte broke her foot and she was in a boot and had to go back into the wheelchair and gait trainer, I kind of thought her single adult fun life was going to end and she was just going to be stuck at home by herself, or mom trying to take her places to make it fun. And I can't talk about it too much. What'd you say?
But nope.
If I talk about too much, it might make me emotional. But it was so nice that Junior and Mackenzie showed up and were inclusive, and they weren't afraid of the gait trainer or the wheelchair. They figured out how to get them into their car, and then didn't act like anything was different or wrong. They just were inclusive. And I know it wasn't easy to do all those extra steps.
Yeah.
It was a struggle, but it was worth it. So it's always worth it.
So he's very inclusive, and so is Mackenzie, and they find ways to make everyone feel supported.
Yes.
To the parents.
And I'm gonna talk to the parents. What was it like when you first learned your daughter would have special needs?
Well, special for Mackenzie has just always been special. Yeah, Mackenzie was born with a disability, and we knew it from birth, and it's just growing into what she can do. Like, I don't think there's anything she's never been able to do except for crawl. She never crawled. She was we call her Monkey because she would scoot on her butt like a little monkey to get everywhere she needed to go, and she went straight from monkey butt to walking. So there's never really been anything Mackenzie can't do. She just has to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like what you said earlier, that you said you didn't say can or can't. You said can and can do. I like how you just move forward in the positive, and that's huge.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was special. I've never heard it said
do
that
too.
There's nothing we can't do. We just do it differently.
Yeah.
Did you ever crawl? She never crawled either. What did you do to get around the house?
Rolled.
Oh, so you were a roly-poly.
Yeah,
We're going to roly-poly and a monkey.
You did the monkey, and I was rolling around the house.
That's so fun.
And one time, Mom said that, like, when she calls for dinner, I was the fastest roller in the house.
That's
awesome. Talent. I couldn't do what she did.
Yeah.
So.
Nope.
All right.
How have you seen your daughter grow and surprise you over the years?
Well, I think every day she surprises us. Just
Walking, running.
Yes, running. I mean, just doing things that you never think, somebody with cerebral palsy can do. And the epilepsy came later, She didn't have epilepsy until she was 8. And that just came from all the brain surgeries, So I think surprises over the years, I don't know. I guess we're not as surprised. We just know she's going to do it. It just takes time to get there. So
that's perfect, huh? That's exactly right.
Like, there's no time limit.
Yeah.
Like, May looks slower for Mackenzie and I.
Yep.
But we can do it like everybody else.
Yep.
Like riding bikes earlier.
Yeah.
Down the hill.
Yep, they rode bikes down the hill tonight together. That was so fun.
Yeah, that was
And that's
fun.
scary. Scary for moms to watch.
Yes.
But that's fun all at the same time.
Yep. And you're 20, how old are you?
20.
She's 20 and Charlotte's 21, and they're riding bikes for the first time together down a hill. It was so exciting.
Electric trikes.
Electric trikes.
Yep. What's the biggest joy in raising a daughter with special needs?
Biggest joy. Oh, everything's
everything's
a joy.
It's normal to us.
Honestly, Mackenzie is just joy. Like, I don't think she ever gets like down or defeated. When she does, she just picks herself back up and tries again, right? Does it even harder, puts more will behind it. I remember, this isn't joy, but it is joy because math and English is hard. Really, I'm going to get emotional.
It's okay. It's okay. That's why this is so important, because we talk about things that are close to our heart.
Yeah.
But this little girl still does her math facts in her notebook. So her 5th grade teacher challenged her to write them all out and repeat, repetitive. And she learned multiplication. Yep. And even still, she'll write them out. She started babysitting, and she taught her little 5th grade kid she was babysitting what she learned in 5th grade, and he started learning math because of that. So
that's incredible.
Wow. Yeah, that's incredible. Good job, Mackenzie. So proud of you.
What Charlotte's learned by exactly what you're saying, don't lose that math, because we've learned, she's been taking some math classes in college. She's learned that it's a language. She didn't understand it through elementary or high school. She wasn't grasping it. And then for some reason in college, she's taken 5 math classes in a row, and she grasped it. And she's learned just talking to other people that speak different languages. They said math's a language. So once you learn it, don't quit, because you will lose it.
Yeah.
It's like a language. And I think that's so interesting. Yeah. So like you do your math facts, Charlotte does the same thing, but she also does Khan Academy, which is a math program. Oh. She dedicates 2 hours a week to that, to not lose, because it's also synapsing parts of your brain that's making you do other things. There's so much science to that.
It's so exciting.
So I love.
You're gonna have to check that out with Charlotte.
Khan Academy is a good one to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we can learn from each other.
That's exciting, isn't it?
what are some ways your family has adapted to support her seizures and daily needs?
I think it's just recognizing the signs and symptoms to keep her safe, really. She keeps herself safe and she recognizes it, but it's teaching others around her not to be scared because it's scary, right?
Panic.
And everybody just plays a part, you know?
I think that's the biggest part, is not being afraid.
Yeah.
Because since we started Special Olympics, that's what some of the parents have said mostly, is they're so relieved that their child can have a seizure at an event and nobody's calling 911 and freaking out and making it such a big deal.
Yeah.
And everybody just, like you said, plays a part and shows up for each other and helps through that situation rather than freaking out and panicking.
Yeah. And it does. It panics people, you know,
does,
especially in public.
Yeah. So
Freaks people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but having the know-how on what to do.
Yeah.
So.
And then the attention. Nobody wants that attention drawn to them. So alleviating that by, you know, just expressing that she's okay and we move past it, you know?
And that's like when Charlotte falls.
Yeah.
We just helped her back up.
Yeah.
And they kept dancing, and then he walked her out and take a break after the dance. But do you remember that? And she came home just so happy that instead of making a big deal and everybody circling around her like this happened in the past, they just helped her up and kept dancing. And she said it hurt, but she was much happier not having all the attention drawn. And then he walked out and took a break after the dance was over. And I thought that was just really nice. So yeah.
This sweet gal, I'll tell you something real quick, had a seizure in my Maverick this last week where I work, and she was at the counter and I just talked to her in the aisle because we greet everybody, and I was like, how are you doing today? And she's like, today's a great day. And not even 5 minutes later, she was having a seizure at the counter where she was paying with her dad or significant other. I'm not sure the relationship, but someone's like, call 911, and they all start yelling and panicking, but dad or whoever her significant other was like, just let her get through it. And we all just kind of let it happen. And it was miraculous that she just came out of it. She was okay. She got up, she was talking, and we all just kind of moved on. But when,
I think,
you know, public flocks to it,
I think the biggest thing is just making sure they're safe during it, making sure that their head is flat on the ground, that they're not that they're not going to hurt themselves or.
And it's a panic to others, but when you deal with it every day, it becomes normal, you know?
It does.
Yeah.
But I think educating people, like, that is nice that you're able to share that, because now somebody in a gas station or McDonald's or somewhere is going to have that situation and know what to do.
And it's not always the first thing to call 911.
No, it's
Most
not.
people that have seizures don't ever call 911. Maybe once in 5 years you have to call 911, but a seizure isn't a 911 emergency.
Right.
You know?
Right. Just make sure they're safe, that they're not hurting or falling.
Yep. And then they get the proper rest afterwards. A lot of times it's just we push our body too hard. You know, we do too much because we want to do everything. Yeah.
Good. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. Thank you. What is the one thing you wished more people understood about families like yours?
Kind of answered that a little bit already.
Yeah. I don't know. Normal's normal. Normal to us is our normal.
Yeah.
It may not be yours, but it's ours.
And that's what we're trying to do with what we're doing on this podcast and these other inclusion activities that we're doing. We're trying to erase the gray line. There shouldn't be a segregation between the special needs or someone that has seizures. It should just be where Junior goes and picks people up and goes to an activity together, whether they have a walker or seizure or typical or not, right? We all have something going on.
Yeah.
And I think, like you said, normal's normal. This is our normal.
Yeah.
Just erasing that gray line.
Yeah. The unknown. Brave
it. Yeah. I like how you said that. The unknown. Say that again.
So we just brave the unknown. Yeah.
Awesome. You want to talk to the siblings?
Okay. Now I'm gonna talk to the siblings. What is it like having a sister with special needs?
It's a lot of fun, but there's also times where it can get stressful because you don't only have to worry about yourself and make sure you're in the right spot, but you gotta care for your sister, make sure she's in the right spot to be successful. Whenever, even if that's just going out to an activity or going out to eat, whatever it is, you just have to be there for her and make sure she has everything she needs.
And she'll never ask. Like, I'm not the sibling, but she doesn't ask for help. You just kind of have to recognize when she needs a little push or nudge and push her
That
up the
took a few
hill.
years
Yeah.
to figure out what everything means
Yeah.
and like how to understand it. But
What would you say, Andre?
Sometimes it's scary whenever she has seizures or anything.
Yeah.
It can get scary because she like falls, and I'm sure that she will get hurt.
Well, you're right there to catch her all the time. Yep. And pick her up, right?
Pick
That's
each
cute.
other
Yeah.
up.
What do you say, Charlie?
Well, it's not really that much different than having a normal sister. You just have to kind of pay attention to the signs of when she's going to have a seizure, or if she's tired, or she's bored, or anything like that. It's not really anything more different than having
Don't let her get bored.
No.
That was cute.
Okay. What are some fun things you do together?
Unified, Special Olympics unified.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
What are some fun things to do together?
Ride bikes.
Yeah. He still sits his bike all the time, don't you? She has a cooler bike than him now.
playing soccer with her.
She definitely loves to be active. Yeah.
I do too. What are has having a sister with seizures changed how you see the world?
Oh, not the hair. Yes, it has, because you have to learn how to be patient, because I don't know. It's just that's one thing. Having a sister with special needs in general is just you need to have patience, and then the seizure on top of that is I had to learn how to deal with them, and it kind of like stresses me out, because if I know she's tired and I know we're going somewhere public, I'm like, okay, this is like prime time, could have a seizure. Yeah. So I'm always like thinking of like what I'm gonna say if shit does happen, because I know people are gonna freak out, like you guys were saying. So it makes you more prepared. That's something you have to adapt to be more prepared than just going out by yourself.
Well, yeah, you have to recognize everything that she's doing. You have to make sure she's not going into a seizure, or I don't really know how to say it, but like making sure she's not going to have anything bad happen in public or in the house or anything. It's just only slightly different than normal.
She still bosses around like normal. She's still the normal bossy princess sister. I think having 6 brothers has really been, changed the world there too. She's got six more protectors of the monkey.
What do you think your sister has taught you?
I guess I'll go first every time. I just had one. She taught me to enjoy everything a lot, and she teaches me to just go out, because she gets nervous sometimes, but if I'm there with her, she'll be ready to do anything, and I can encourage her to do. Sometimes I need that. Is like if I want to go do something, I just say, "Hey, Kenzie, let's go do this," and both of us together, we'll go do that, because I don't know, us being together is like it gives us more confidence. It gives me more confidence, anyways.
Mackenzie, she really just teaches me how to have fun and how to be more active and how to just make everything around joyful and happy.
She never doesn't not have a smile, or however that works. She always has a smile on her face.
Even when it's hard, she just loves it.
She makes me feel brave around other people, and I have fun hanging out with her and stuff. So.
Awesome.
What would you say to another kid who's nervous about including someone different?
You've done it at school before. What'd you say?
I've learned a saying, ball up top, which is just something to get yourself confident, and it's just really, it's not going to hurt you or them. It seems scary to ask someone or try and include someone, but at the end of the day, it'll either make their day or it won't affect their day at all. So just go out there and try it.
What does that mean, that quote that you just said? Say it again.
Ball up top. It's it has to do with basketball. So like if if you score, I don't know. It's just how you check it up. So if someone scores, you say ball up top and you restart the try again. So it's for me, it's just hey, ball up top. There's always another try.
Yeah.
So you're always gonna have opportunities. So it's just something that gives me a boost of confidence because it's like a little restart in my mind because it's a restart on the court. So that's how it translates.
How does your family include your daughter in everyday life, even when it's hard?
It's not really hard. It's just we adapt. You get used to it. It's like riding a bike. You just put on 3 wheels, you know.
Yeah,
And for the longest time, she would ride in the back of the baby carrier, and or sled down the hill with somebody instead of by herself. But she'll still sled down that hill. So it's not. I don't think it's really hard.
I like how you said that adapt. We don't always have to get a ladder to reach the chalkboard or a stool. We can move the chalkboard down.
Yep.
So it's just adapting to give them the success.
Yeah.
So Judith Heumann, we were talking about it last week, said, what did she say to the fact that disability is not a tragedy? It's when society fails.
Mm-hmm.
Is when it becomes a tragedy, when they don't have the adaptation in place, like the handicap rail or the ramp, or moving something down to the level that they can reach.
Yeah.
She said disabilities is not a trial.
A tragedy?
A tragedy. It's not a tragedy unless
society fails.
Unless if the society fails.
Yep.
I agree.
So I think that's important, like you said. Just it's not hard. You just got to learn to adapt.
Yeah.
Like as a teacher in school, I've learned. Oh, did I push the button? As a teacher in school, I learned like sometimes I just fold the paper in half.
Yep.
Because that whole page is too much for them visually to even see. But when you fold it in half, they get half done, and that's all they think they need to do. And then they look around and realize, oh, everybody's still going, and they turn it over, and then they have the other half. It just gives them that much more strength. And if they only get half done, they get half done. That's the adaptation. But sometimes I've learned that kids can go further. Does that make sense?
Yep.
When they're given small portions at a time instead of only 2 wheels to start, they get to start with 4 wheels.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and ask that again.
Have there been times when you had to stand up for her or explain her needs to others?
I did. Well, so one time I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm sure you were busy because you would have been there, but she had a seizure at work one time, and there was she was in the office, and there was an ambulance or paramedics already in there with her, and her boss was in there too, I think. And as soon as I showed up, they were wanting to get her to the hospital and everything and all that, because they just thought it was just a random seizure, and then I had to explain no, it's a common thing, and as long as she's fine and cognitive, she should be fine, and they let me take her home. And that was one time I had to explain it's normal for us, it's not too big a deal.
Yeah, thank you.
What are small ways that families can be more inclusive at home or school or church?
What would you say, Andre? I think it's really just about including everyone. Of course, most times people know when somebody has a disability because it's visual, but there's so many people with disabilities that aren't. Mm-hmm. It's really allowing them the opportunity to try without deciding for them first.
I like how you said that. I think that's the biggest thing, letting them try without deciding.
Let them make the decision. Mm-hmm. And the more you encourage them, there will be a lot of no's in the beginning, especially if they don't have confidence in themselves. But once you let them try and try again.
Mm-hmm. And try again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You just keep on trying.
Has your faith or belief system helped you on this journey?
I would say absolutely. I think Mackenzie's the strongest leader in that. Her faith just drags us all along with her. She keeps us going. Yeah. It's not mom and dad asking for the relationship with, God. It's her encouraging the relationship based on what she knows.
Thank you.
You don't want to say anything? I
Thank
have to
you,
get you
Mackenzie.
talking. These questions can be where you can answer too.
Well, I think she could. What she could say, but probably isn't saying, is that she brought all of us closer in our religion because she was the one who brought us. She was the one who was always asking us, "Are we going to church?"
Yeah.
And now that I was able to drive, I started going to church with her, and then that's when my faith grew strong. It was seeing it in Mackenzie, and then wanting that in me. So now Mackenzie's the lead person getting us all to church and
Yeah.
keeping us on the straight and narrow.
Mackenzie, what helps you stay strong during hard times?
Just working and then maybe doing some fun activities like making baby hats or bracelets.
Tell them about the baby hats that you do, the bracelets.
I make baby hats to donate to the NICU, and my goal is for this year 200 baby hats.
Why did you start
Yeah.
making baby hats? Tell them about yourself.
I was in the NICU when I was a little baby. I can't remember how long.
But you had a little hat and a stocking because you were born right before Christmas. So tell them about your hat and your. So Mackenzie was born less than 5 pounds 2 days before Christmas, and she's our little miracle. But at the hospital, they put a cute little hat, little Santa hat, and put her in a stocking, and she remembers that picture and how special it was to her years later to have that memory. So she learned how to make baby hats with her Bamba, which is her grandma. And she just took it upon herself to use grandma's old yarn, Bamba's old yarn, and started making them to donate because it was fun for her. It was tasks like she conquered, and it brought memories of when she was a baby and how happy it makes her now.
That makes me happy too.
All those memories she's creating for those babies and those moms to have those pictures, right? That's
Yes.
special.
Mackenzie, can you tell us about your job at Little Caesars? What do you love most about working there?
Just helping making the pizzas or filling up cups with sauce or pressing the dough out mainly. It's just really fun working there.
Why do you love to go to work though?
Earning money every week.
She always says to get away from her brothers.
That's cute. But now she's learned that she can buy stuff with money. So
Yeah.
she's recognizing that.
How long have you worked at Little Caesars?
I've been working there since 2021.
And what year is it?
2025.
So awesome.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
20, what is it?
What does it feel like to have your own role in the community?
I would say, I think Mackenzie just brightens everybody anywhere she goes. We'll be going to the grocery store and 5 random people I've never met before will walk up and give Mackenzie a hug, or she'll be like, I know that person, and run up and say hi. Like, she's not afraid to say hi to anybody, even if she's only known them for like 2 minutes. She knows them, and that's her acquaintance, and she's happy when she sees people she knows. So it just brightens their day when they see Mackenzie and give them a hug. And definitely they all know she works at Little Caesars too.
What are you most proud of about your work?
Just helping out mainly and trying to get out on time.
She's very motivated by winning. So like getting more or getting better. So when she first started, she was only able to press out 1 rack of dough, and now she'll conquer 4 racks of dough, and she'll come home and say, and I did the dishes, and I made sauce cups, and they let me try the register. So it's just, I think, accomplishing and doing more and progressing. Even though we've worked there 4 years, progress is progress.
Yep. That's
Counting the number of pepperonis, and how many pepperonis do you put on each pizza?
I'm pretty sure 30. I don't remember.
But counting to 30 repetitively is hard.
Yeah.
So being able to top the pizzas when they get really busy, and being able to help out and not just press the dough, which is what she was hired for. So doing more. And she comes home proud, and she texts her boss when her boss isn't working, and she's just very encouraging with accomplishing more.
Okay.
22.
Your family is so involved in Special Olympics Unified. What inspired you to give your time and energy to those causes?
Making it fun for her.
I think all of us doing it too. It's not just her learning, it's us learning as well. And being able to plan the time to be there, and seeing all the other kids grow and strengthen the relationships and the community that is built because of it. Like, I mean, you have your community from school and church, but our Special Olympics unified community is just so special and unique.
What have you learned by serving together as a family?
What have you learned, Andre?
Teamwork.
I think for me, it was just I gained a lot of confidence being around not only my family but my unified family. I don't know, just together we're all stronger together, and that gives me some confidence when I'm around them. And it's bled into just every normal day life.
Why do you think it is important to people with disabilities to be seen and not just as recipients?
That's a hard word, recipients, huh? Why do you think it's important for people with disabilities to be seen, not just as recipients, but as contributors to their community?
I think it's more important for people with special needs because they want to feel a part of their community as much as we do. So if it takes us doing a little bit extra, then it's definitely worth it. It's a small sacrifice to have them be with us and do as much as we do in the community, as if not more.
I think a lot of the time, I know with my kids when they were first going into schools or doctor's appointments, the idea of the community of doctors and people were just keep them on a beanbag and keep them safe, right? Put them in a wheelchair and put a helmet on them and just keep them safe. And they were just keeping them as recipients, always just receiving. But I like the word that juniors used a lot is confidence. And nobody's going to receive confidence or gain confidence or move forward in life doing that. And so what's that?
They're not going to grow like that.
Yeah, they're not going to grow. Right, exactly. I don't know.
Say it again.
They're not going to grow like that.
Yeah, they're not going to grow. I think that's important to understand that because we want to help them. And I like what you said earlier, forward is forward. And that's something that we talk about in our family all the time. Forward is forward, no matter the pace.
That's my quote.
Yep, that's her quote, and we quote it all the time.
Forward is forward no matter the pace.
Number 25.
Your daughter works hard. Your family gives generously. You live what it means to be included and
Contributing. What would you say, sis? Mackenzie, yeah. What does it look like? What does it look like for your family to be a part of society? You know what society is? Schools and church and people all around you. What does it look like for your family to be a part of society?
Fun activity.
I think just not limiting that fun too. I know there's sometimes Mackenzie's like, I can't do that. But when you encourage her to try, she'll realize she can do parts of it, or all of it even, but she was just afraid to try. But the community part is just building those relationships in the community that help people understand that, yes, we may all have differences, but we're really not different than anybody else.
how do you hope your example encourage other families to show up and include others in real lasting ways.
I think just seeing how happy we are, you know, we're out there having fun and Special Olympics unified. And when we're always at an event, we're always smiling, no matter what's going on. We can be going through something, but when we're there for our team and our team's there for us, we're always have a smile on our face. And that weekend of fun is something I definitely encourage people to do, because you'll never experience anything like it. And that's true.
I agree. I think just all of us being together and having fun and everybody wanting to be there. Nobody's forced to be. And we have some of our kids that have other obligations and they choose Special Olympics over those most of the time because we have so much fun. And I think other people see that as well.
I had to find a new job to be more part of it, because that's how important it was to me and our family.
I love that.
Me too.
It really does bring people closer together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Well,
Yeah.
and it's the confidence. I really like that. He keeps bringing that up as the confidence, and I think that's huge because it's done the same thing for me. It's given me confidence as well. You know, because we get put in. It's been neat to see some of these kids, even Mackenzie, get put in leadership positions, and where they get to work with the younger kids and help them and teach them. And I think we talked about this at another time, but Mackenzie can teach another little kid about seizures and how to handle that, or another family or another parent. Like Charlotte was able to teach another little kid on our Special Olympics team how to use crutches. I didn't know how to teach Charlotte how to use crutches because I never had forearm crutches. And so that was a hard one. It took years for her to figure it out because I didn't know how to teach her, but she's moved people along quicker, like Caroline and a couple others on our team, and helped them use their forearm crutches. So we get to have those experiences as well to support each other. And I don't remember who I was talking to today, but like while the kids are playing basketball on the court, or some of, you know, even the adults playing basketball on the court, the parents are on the bleachers talking and powwowing other ideas together and encouraging each other and supporting each other. So there's a lot to it besides just playing and having fun together. The support is important.
What makes your daughter amazing?
I think everything. She's just amazing.
She's the glue that keeps us together.
She really is. And it's not that we make everything about like surrounded by Mackenzie. Like it's just she really is the glue that keeps us together. You know, she's encouraging and motivating and reminding. And I always say she's the second mama in the family because she keeps us all on track and motivated and strong-willed, and she doesn't ever let us forget. They say elephant never forgets, but she's the monkey that never forgets.
What gives your family hope right now?
Well, I think something super exciting we never saw really coming as quickly as it's coming is Mackenzie is going to be moving out. So being able to experience that adult excitement of having our own place with roommates, and recognizing that now we get to pick what meals are for dinner and we get to plan what events we're doing for the day, and we still have responsibilities, but that adult life that mom and dad and brother and sister aren't going to be 100% involved in every single day. That just gives us hope that Mackenzie has so many opportunities to grow further than we ever expected.
We're excited about this. This is neat. Are you excited?
Yes.
What are you excited about?
Sharing all my recipes that I have.
That's just stuff she's learned though, and she's ready to share that with her friends and learn from them too. I think they all have their strengths, and they'll all find that, you know, helpfulness together doing it as a group. So it's exciting.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. That is a huge step.
Yeah. Thank you. If your family could share one message with the world about inclusion, what would it be?
One message with the world. What do you think?
I hear a quote all the time, and it's be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It can change their life. And I think that's really true. You never know what anyone's going through, so just be that nice person for them. You never know how much a simple "how you doing?" get to know someone can really be. And back to the inclusion part is it doesn't hurt you. It's not a big deal if someone says no when you ask them if they want to be included. So, it's not the end of the world if they say no. So just go out there and invite anyone and everyone.
I think that's perfect.
That's perfect.
It
That's
really
a great way
is.
to end, yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you. Invite
you.
anyone and everyone.
Yep. Like, no one left out.
No one left out. Yep.
Thank you for sharing your heart, and thank you for being with us. I loved this.
We love the Sandoval family, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We love the Merrill family too.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
So let's be friends.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
What a great experience, Charlotte.